Let's take a peek behind the curtain of how a stage hypnosis show really works. I'll show you something most people don't ever explain. There's a science to stage hypnotism. There's certain hypnotic functions that you know you're working with, and there's phenomenon you're trying to create. But stage hypnotism is also an art. There's a way of thinking artistically about it, functionally as an art also. In this video, what I'm really trying to break down for you is how that art gets refined over time and you learn to do it better and better. Let me set it up for you first. This bit is a part of my show where somebody's going to give a motivational speech. So the first thing that's a little bit different, I think, about how I do it than most stage hypnotists do it is my show is the first truly interactive hypnotism show that's ever been created. The audience uses software on their phones to vote on what they want to see happen. So I give them 4 choices. I keep them current. So right now, 2023, when I make this video, they could vote on getting a motivational speech from Ted Lasso, Keanu Reeves, Greta Thunberg, or Michelle Obama. And in this particular instance, they voted for Michelle Obama. Now, no matter who they vote for, one of the things I have to think about as a stage hypnotist is I can't assume that all my volunteers know who the ultimate person that gets picked, who it is. Or more specifically, they may know who it is, but they may not really be familiar with them, right? Like there are people who don't watch Ted Lasso. So if I'm unlucky and I pick that person to be my Ted Lasso, it's not going to go over too well, right? So in this specific case, like, okay, everybody's heard of Michelle Obama, but not everybody really has some sense of what is she like? How would she behave? And so for years, what I did was I based who I picked for a bit like this on how well they seem to be doing with hypnosis itself throughout the show. If I felt like they were really well hypnotized, then what I developed as an awareness over the years was, well, if they're really well hypnotized, then they can pretty much hallucinate anything. And so to apply it to this situation, even if they don't know anything about Michelle Obama, they'll do what they need to do to make the suggestion work. But that won't provide the best product for the audience. So finally, it occurred to me one day, sometimes these things take time. It occurred to me, I was like, why don't you just ask, right? Just ask. If you're hoping that you can get a person who's familiar with a particular thing, ask them if they're familiar with the particular thing. So that's the first thing that you'll see in this video.
I'd like to learn more about you. Are any of you up here big Michelle Obama fans? You really like Michelle Obama? Yeah. No, I mean, everyone does different things in life. I just like to, I've heard that Michelle Obama's been given, person still shaking the head, like 10 seconds later.
So you see, like, she's very affirmative that she is a big fan of Michelle Obama and that she is familiar, right? So there's a better starting point for the bit. Now, to reinforce, what I really am trying to create on a functional level is a full-blown hallucination that the person steps into, that they are this person. In hypnosis, when it works really, really well, it's not in their mind, okay, I'm supposed to act like Michelle Obama now. We can get by on that. It's okay. But when it really does well is when the volunteer says, in their mind, they don't even say it, they fully embrace the suggestion, I am Michelle Obama. So I make sure that my crafting of the suggestion includes that. I want to really drive home a fuller, more robust suggestion that gets that going in their head. So you'll hear that I say, and I have the transcript right here. You think like Michelle Obama, you speak and act like Michelle Obama because you are Michelle Obama.
Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now, when I say a special word, you'll open your eyes, be alert, refresh. When your eyes open, you're no longer yourself, you're more than yourself. When your eyes open, you are Michelle Obama. You think like Michelle Obama, you speak and act like Michelle Obama because you are Michelle Obama. All the right phrases, all the right tones, everything. You're here to inspire students.
Then I provide a little more context around basically, like if you were telling an actor what's their motivation, I'm sort of doing that for them. I say, you're here to inspire students. The spring semester is coming to a close, blah, 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 blah. You're going to give them a short inspirational speech. So what I'm doing is I'm giving her a sense of why she should want to do this. Because in hypnosis, you can reject any suggestion that you want to. So if you don't feel like it's worth it, or if you feel like it's problematic somehow, you might reject it. But if you have a good reason in your head for doing the thing, which anyone watching it on video or someone sitting in the audience might describe it as the absurd thing or the silly thing, but in hypnosis, we're not thinking that way, right? So if I can give the guest a good reason to do the thing, then they're probably going to be much more likely to be compliant. And not only will they do it, but if they feel like it's more congruent with them, they're going to do it better.
The spring semester is coming to a close, but it's not done yet. This is that time of year when commencement speeches and stuff like that happen. You're going to speak to these students. You're going to help them finish the semester the best way they possibly can. Just a short, inspirational speech. Start to prepare it in your mind. Do it only the way that you can, Michelle Obama. You're going to be great, and we're so grateful to have you here. So grateful to have you here. All my other friends, when I say a special word, you'll open your eyes, you'll be alert and refreshed. When your eyes are open, somehow you haven't noticed it all tonight, you've been sitting on stage with Michelle Obama. Now, all political things aside, we're not here to be political, we're here to enjoy each other's company. I want you to enjoy the moment that it's cool to be able to hang out with famous people, right? It's just cool. So you get to be on stage with Michelle Obama. You might learn something new that changes your life. Be open-minded, be receptive, be kind. Most important, it's really important we're kind to one another. This is a great opportunity to maybe have a great moment in your life. Feel good about it, feel optimistic, feel positive. Let yourselves 1, 2, 3 awake.
Another small thing is sort of I never really thought about giving these official labels before, but sort of what I would call the official setup. You build the suggestion, you bring them back to full awareness, and now we're going to do it. And I want to help them get the energy going. And more importantly, I want to help the audience get the energy going. So I actually introduce her the way I might really introduce Michelle Obama if Michelle Obama was there. I want to be flattering. I want to be helpful so that her energy's feeling good. And then I want to signal to the audience like, hey, help her get her energy going, be enthusiastic. I'm trying to build their energy so that they will give it to her and she'll feed on it. Because again, it's so important. If you're going to make a video like this, we're talking hypnotism, right? We're not talking just being a person in the audience. Hypnosis is a state of heightened suggestibility. Well, that doesn't just mean the verbal suggestions that you give. It can even be the energy exchange between an audience and a person on stage. So if you're in hypnosis and you're on stage and you're being someone, even as Michelle Obama, she might feel totally confident because she's like, I'm Michelle Obama. This is what I do. She might have a little bit of like nervousness, right? There might be almost like a dovetail between her true personality and Michelle Obama. And so giving an opportunity, creating an opportunity for the audience to give positive energy can help everything get rolling better. And I think you see that in this video as well.
We're very lucky tonight to be here with someone who's going to be remembered in history for a long time, done amazing philanthropic work, great leader, and for social causes, for helping people. Give a big welcome, say handsome call. Michelle Obama is here. Come see, come see. They're almost done. They've got a little bit more class time, then they've got finals. How do you get them? What do they need to have? No.
Welcome, St. Ansel College! How are you doing today? I am so happy to be here and to push you guys on. You guys are almost at the finish line. We need to keep pushing. Mental health is very important. You know, Barack and I, we read about mental health every day. We make sure to train our mental health. Yes.
One simple thing they can do tonight to improve their mental health would be?
You know, I personally think that just being outside and getting exercise is so important, and eating healthy foods. You really gotta feed your body the goodness.
Goodness.
The goodness.
You've been big on the nutrition and the things for the kids. A lot. That's great. Good for you. Well, we're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here.
We're happy to be here. Thank you, St.
Michelle Obama. Thank you. We all need a little more goodness in our lives. A little more goodness. Michelle's going to be signing books out in the foyer on your way out. Make sure you pick up a copy of Michelle's book. Get it signed. Have a good, we're lucky. Are we lucky? That's amazing. Feet are flat, seatbelts are on, gentle, peaceful breath in. Breathe out and sleep.